Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. I'd like to thank all of my subscribers for subscribing and hanging in here with me as we learn this process of having this YouTube channel. And I'd like to welcome all of the ones that are continuing visiting. Please go ahead and subscribe and like and share and leave a friendly comment. What's better than Frugal? Free. It's free to do all of those things. So today we're going to do a Frugal and Thrifty video on Thursday and share some more tips with y'all. So what you're seeing here is homemade toothpaste. Extremely simple and easy to make. Of course, toothpaste isn't extremely expensive, but the prices are going up. So should you ever run out of toothpaste, this is a good way to make yourself some really decent toothpaste right from home, as long as you have some basic ingredients. Baking soda is used for so many different things. I'll share a few of those with y'all in a few minutes. So, in order to make the toothpaste, you just use mouth rinse. Most people have lots more mouth rinse around than they have toothpaste. And you always see people have tons and tons of mouth rinse, and you happen to wonder if they even use it. So if you don't use it very often, you can make you some homemade toothpaste. All you need is just about a half of the cap that comes on the bottle. Dump it in a small glass bowl that has a lid on it, and then add baking soda. I mix mine with the popsicle stick to where it makes a paste. And then you would just dab you a little bit of that on your toothbrush. So if you ever run out of toothpaste, here's a frugal tip that can help you save the day. I'm going to read some of my notes to y'all so that I don't miss anything. I want to go ahead and give a little hey shout out to Miss Melinda. I ordered some of the hair bun covers from her that she hand makes, and she gratefully sent me a little bonus gift, that beautiful chicken pot holder that I showed y'all on the Facebook group. And also, if you don't know about the Facebook group, it is called Cozy Cottage. No, excuse me, I messed that all up. It is called the Country Cabin and the Cozy Cottage Homestead on Facebook groups. And we always have little projects going on. That's some bell pepper seeds that we're saving and drying out for next year. So I'll just let y'all hang out with the chicken. I'm not sure if it's a chicken or a rooster, but whatever it is, it's lovely. I absolutely love it. Works perfect in my little house. And of course, everyone that knows me knows I love chickens. So I told you how to make the homemade toothpaste with the mouth rinse, and you can use any kind of antiseptic mouth rinse, Listerine, whatever your brand is. Just make a paste with the baking soda. So there are many uses, I'm sure you all know, for using baking soda. One of them is a really good one, is to use baking soda to clean and scrub in your bathroom, because it's a non-abrasive and it's no harsh chemicals and it's all natural. So it's an alternative to adding chemicals to your family's environment, and the baking soda works really well. You tend to have to just kind of get it on everything and wet it down and let it soak for a little while, and then come back and scrub it off with a scrubby or a cleaning brush or whatever, and it works fine. And also, if you have a stinky drain in your kitchen or your shower, sink, whatever, dump some vinegar. First, you're going to use the baking soda. Just sprinkle the baking soda into your sink drain, and then follow that with regular vinegar. And it will bubble up and go down the drain and just clean everything out. And if you have hairballs or anything like that, it'll just wash it out. And then follow that with some really hot water, and your drains will be sparkly clean. On to the next one. If you use baking soda in your scrambled eggs or your omelets, just a pinch of baking soda, not a lot, it will make your eggs much fluffier. And if you add the vinegar, just regular old vinegar, about 2 tablespoons to your pound of beans when you're cooking them, it makes your beans more tender, and you will suffer a lot less from the ungrateful gas that sometimes beans tend to give us. So that's a really good one, if you can remember just to add a little bit of vinegar when you're cooking your beans. And when you add about a teaspoon or so of vinegar to your white rice, it makes your rice or your brown rice, It makes it a lot fluffier and more nutritious for you and your family. Let's see. Baking soda is also good used for other things such as healing properties. If you mix not peroxide, if you mix baking soda with water and make a paste, or you can use it as a powder, it's good to treat bad breath, insect stings, any kind of insect bites and stings, chicken pox, minor burns, heat rash, wind burn, any kind of rashes, acne, even athlete's foot. And I know you know it's already used for a deodorizer like in your refrigerator, but you also can sprinkle some in your car, in the bottoms of your trash cans and stuff like that to help freshen up everything and keep it clean. Let me see if there was anything else. Don't think there really was. And I want to tell y'all about the peroxide. So say you don't have the mouth rinse. You can use peroxide 50-50. I have a little medicine bottle thing, a little medicine cup on top. About once a month. You could do it once a week. It's not going to hurt anything. Mix it half with water and half with peroxide. And that makes a wonderful mouth rinse. I would not recommend it for children because just like with any mouth rinse, you don't want to swallow it. But if you didn't have mouth rinse, you can make mouth rinse with peroxide and water. So I just want to share a few Frugal and Thrifty trips. Thrifty. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied today, but I am, and I haven't been feeling well. So I'm trying to make this video, get through it. But having some of the basic essentials like the peroxide and the baking soda, you can do a lot more than that. If you Google it, you'll be amazed at all the different things you can do with vinegar, peroxide, baking soda. You can make a lot and do a lot. And also the same with your basic kitchen staples. If you have your flour and your baking soda and your baking powder and salt and vegetable oil, cornmeal, oatmeal, if you have all those basic things, rice, pasta, you can make your meals stretch a whole lot longer, and you can save a lot of money by not buying the box foods that's already pre-made with all the extra added harmful chemicals and synthetic stuff that's in our box mixed foods. Now that the prices are going up further and further and further, I think it's important for us to start using some of those old recipes and start making our dirty rice, our tuna helper, jambalaya, spaghetti, whatever it is y'all like to eat from scratch. If you do it from scratch, it's going to be healthier and it's going to save you a whole lot of money. So that's about it for today. If you have any questions, as always, you can email me at the Cozycottagehomestead at yahoo.com, or leave me a friendly comment and I'll usually get back to you, and I'll be happy to answer your questions and help you if I can. So farewell, homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.